Hello friends and welcome back to the Dork Side. I'm the Dork in the Road, and today let's talk about gear that I take on every camping trip, whether I'm on my motorcycle, in the car, or whatever. I'm the Dork in the Road and I want to be your internet riding buddy, so please consider subscribing. I'm out here camping. I'm actually cabin camping at Silver Creek Falls. I will link that video for you so you can check it out, the full adventure. There's the dog barking in the background, which is not helpful. It is first thing in the morning, and as I'm packing up, I realized I've showed you guys my gear loadout. I did a full motocamping gear video, which I will link for you, but I always kind of gloss over what's in the Possibles pouch that I take every time, and so I want to make this video to just give you all some ideas about what I take with me and what you might want to be thinking about taking with you if you're just getting started moto camping, or even if you're an experienced camper looking for stuff to add to your kit. This is a Coughlin's, it's a mesh pouch. I forget what they're called, organizer pouches or something. I'll link all of this for you so you'll see. This bag actually comes with 3, so this one, and this is another one that was in the kit, and the medium-sized one is what I keep my cooking gear in. So all of this fits into this mesh bag, which I call my Possibles pouch, and I've also got a convenient $2 thermometer that I keep on there because I always want to know how cold it actually is versus what the forecast said. So I'm just going to start and work my way across and just kind of talk about what all these pieces are and maybe why I carry them. So first, right here, this is my Sea to Summit titanium utensil set. I have found myself without silverware too many times, and so I always carry this. It's lightweight, it doesn't take up much space, and I've used it on many occasions, so I never have to think about silverware at all. I've always got something to eat ramen or eat a bag meal or whatever, so that silverware goes with me everywhere I go. This is my Mora Bushcraft Black. This is one of my favorite knives. This is carbon steel. These aren't expensive for the quality. It's like a $60 knife, but it's a fabulous, fantastic knife. So you can, I just used it to baton down some kindling. You can use it to cut food. Like, I've used this all the time. So a good knife is essential when you're camping, and I like the Mora Bushcraft Black. Great value for the money. This is my Leatherman Signal. This is a multi-tool with a ton of different stuff. Got a little saw, got a bottle opener, got a fire starter. So I like the versatility this offers. This one is more focused on the outdoors and camping stuff and less on just regular tools. So I like this one a lot. It's got a real nice knife that's easy to get to. You can't have too many blades, so this thing is versatile enough that I keep it in the kit and take it on every trip. And I find myself using pieces of it all the time. This is a roll of Coughlin's tissue on the go. Always gotta have extra toilet paper, and the nice thing about that is no roll in the middle, so it doesn't take up as much space. This is a sharpening puck for my axes and my knives. It's got a rough side and a smoother side, so you start with the rough side and flip it over to the more fine grit, and that's just helpful if you're digging your axe, or honestly if you have time to kill, and we often do around the campfire in the evening. Sharpening your knife and axe and stuff is a fun way to pass the time, so I like to do that, so I bring it with me. Always keep some bug spray on me, even here in the winter, because you just never know. I did see a mosquito last night. This is a face mask, and I keep it in my bag because we discovered on the Giant Loop ride last year that sometimes the sun comes up at 4:30 in the morning, and when you're in a tent, it's really bright and it wakes you up. But if you take one of these cloth face masks, which are available freaking everywhere, and you put the straps over your ears and put it over your eyes, you can sleep in. So I realized they make sleep masks, but I already had this because they gave it to us at the ride, and it's just been in my bag ever since. And that's my solution for summertime when the sun comes up way too early. I just slap that thing on and go back to sleep. This is my headlamp. This is a Coast headlamp. It's 530 lumens with a rechargeable battery. That was a good purchase. Pretty happy with that. I used it last night when there was a raccoon in the tree over there and was able to get a good view of him. So that's a handy item to have, and I love that it's rechargeable. I just recharge it when I get home, throw it back in the bag. It's always good to go. This is a poop trowel. It just folds up. This is a Walmart brand, I think, Ozark Trail. My dad gave me that when I got back into camping a couple years ago. Thanks, Dad. So, you know, sometimes when you're off the grid, when you're in the woods and you gotta take care of business, you need to dig a hole. You can't just drop that on the ground. So it's nice to have something other than a stick to dig the hole with. These are Sea to Summit wilderness wipes. This is for when you're done with this business and this business, just a little bit of cleanup action. They're good for that. They're also good for just washing your hands or your face. I wear contacts, and so I need my hands to be clean in the morning to put them in. Sometimes when you're out camping and there's no running water, you can at least give it a wipe down with this and make sure your hands are clean. So it's always, hygiene is important, especially when you're out in the backcountry for multiple days. This, some of you will give me crap about, but that's all sweet and low with some instant coffees. I like one sweet and low of my coffee in the morning. Deal with it. I know it's bad for me. And I keep some Starbucks Vias in there, but I haven't been using those. That's my backup. I've been using the high side coffees, it's like a tea bag full of coffee, and I also have a French press in my jet boil now, so I just take regular ground coffee with me. This pouch has a couple things in it. extra batteries for everything. So I've got extra batteries. This will actually take batteries if I need it to. This lamp will takes batteries, and then so that way if anything runs out, I know I've got another set of batteries on me. I always just keep extra batteries. And then paracord, I always keep a hank of paracord. That's probably 50 feet right there, and that's used for all kinds of stuff. String and clothesline. Lose a guy line on your tent. I was camping in a cabin at Clear Lake, and the freaking futon broke, so I tied it all back together with that. I fixed chairs with my paracord. It's always just great to have paracord on you, so I like to rock the paracord. Always got some. High vis is better, so that's orange, which is very visible during the day, and then I've ordered some more since that's orange plus reflective. That's what I recommend, because then you can see it during the day or the night. You're not tripping over it, falling into the fire or something. This is the UST Sprite lantern, aka the Nipple lamp that Google named it because I said that in the video. This thing's awesome. Hangs upside down in your tent if you want it to, and it's got 3 settings, and it also glows in the dark, which you can't see right now, but run that for 30 minutes while you're getting into your tent. Turn it off, and the glow from the glow in the dark will be enough to see by in your tent all night, which is great when you're like me and you need to be able to find your glasses before you can see if anything happens. And then this is my Sea to Summit X mug. Drink my coffee out of that, so it's always good to have on me. This is the Cool Grip X mug. It's got this, it's ribbed for your satisfaction because it keeps it insulates your hands from the temperature of the beverage. Okay, so that's all this stuff. Let's talk about what's in this pouch. So I'm gonna move a couple things. So one, this is a custom Dork in the Road Possibles pouch that my wife made. We sent these out to the most excellent supporters on YouTube a couple months ago. So there are benefits to being a channel member or a patron. Sometimes surprise merch drops. This is just a neat little pouch, and inside it's my Tinder Kit. So it's all my fire starting stuff. Fire, steel, and striker. I have 2 of these Combat Wild Fire Sticks that I ordered back in the day. Those are still in there. Got some Vaseline with cotton balls. Pre-owned Corn sent me that a million years ago. Got my Bushcraft, Bigfoot Bushcraft fire starters, and a lighter. Always have a lighter. So I usually have this lighter. I have this fire steel. I have the lighter that I use to light my cigars, and then I have the lighter that is in my travel humidor. So I have 3 lighters usually. Can't have too many lighters. Fire starting is kind of important. That is my Tinder Kit. If all of these failed, I could also make shavings with my knife, or find some twigs and just light them on fire with the Bic. But that's what I keep in this pouch, and that's always with me. And yeah, obviously there are other things you take on every trip. Like you see these items I take on every camping trip videos, and it's stuff like a sleeping bag. Like, duh, but that's not the practical stuff that you're gonna use. Like, people know that. So I always take a sleeping bag, a sleeping pad, a pillow, a tent, usually not on this trip. Like all that stuff. And you need those things too, but like as far as stuff that, incidental stuff that it's nice to have but you may not think to pack right away, this is the kind of thing that I thought might be useful to you guys just getting started out there. So what's missing from my kit? What do you think I should add to my kit? What do you think of my kit? Please feel free to leave a comment. But I just want to share that with you while I was out here camping. I hope you enjoyed the video. Links to everything in the description. And please do not forget to be excellent to each other. No, thank you.
Excellent!
I'll show you how it all goes back in the bag. Oh, there's no rhyme or reason here, necessarily. Kind of put things I use least at the bottom. Oh, forgot, this is my P38 can opener. Forgot it was in there. Always got this with me too. Just in case I need to open a can of chili or something. Or a can of whoop ass. It happens. Bam, it's all in there.